make yourself more than just a man if you devote yourself to an ideal, and you become something else entirely.
And one day there's a policeman at the door with Mike. He'd been in a shelter overnight, alone.
Oh my God.
Maggie had left him there.
So Stripe was in a relationship long before Barbara. I think this was most likely when he was with the 7 Soldiers of Victory. The mother left Mike when he was most likely just 5 to 7 years old. I assume since Mike in this season is an early teenager. I understand both sides of Mike and Pat. Mike was just a kid, so he could not process how messed up the mom really was. He just wanted to see his mom. On Pat's side, he knew how toxic the mom was and how dangerous it would be if she was near Mike. In the scene, Barbara makes a point that Mike needs to talk to the mom. But the thing is that would end up just hurting them more than helping them. I think Mike and Pat both want to forget the trauma. I think going forward we may need an episode that is centered around this traumatic story. It would be a hard episode to watch, but it needs to happen.
I got your back. I've got everyone's back here, no matter what. Because you're my family.
So even though I showed the clip of Hourman, I will be discussing the scene and the Wildcats family situation. Hourman is a caring person, but his weakness has always been anger. The hourglass, which now has its limiter removed, is affecting him in a negative way. He is beginning to become more angry than caring. I guess you could say this is an addiction and power-hungry storyline. He may end up going full villain before he realizes what he has become. Now onto the Wildcat story part. Shows tend to not keep track of how many months or days have passed, but we will use logic. Stargirl Season 1 happened in August to December, since it started with Stargirl being new to school and ended with a Christmas episode. We know that the leaked pictures moment happened before Season 1, which means it happened in January to June. Since Stargirl Season 2 was called Summer School, we know that it was June to August. Which means Season 3 is in August to December range. That means that the parents of Wildcat have hated her for over a year. We saw in Season 1 that Wildcat comes home and they send her to her room. She tried to apologize in Season 1, but the family still hated her. The scene from last episode with the mom showed that the family hated her even more with time. I think that the family is just not redeemable at this point. It is an abusive household that Wildcat needs to get away from. I think they better not do a stupid she reveals she's Wildcat and family forgives her with rainbows at the end. Wildcat needs to tell them she wants nothing to do with them, with or without a secret identity reveal. That giant white ape-like creature is known as Ultra-Humanite. The image you see on screen is from Justice League Unlimited. In Justice League Unlimited he was a part of Lex Luthor's villain team. In this Stargirl series he is an Injustice Society villain. His powers are similar to that of the Thinker, but with super strength. He can use mind control on opponents, send his mind into another body, super strength, and has a genius level mind. His first comic appearance was in 1939 as a Superman villain. However, he did not get the ape body till 1981. Correction, it is not a white ape. It is a white albino gorilla. Are you serious? They terminated the art teacher. All he wanted to do was help people. In Season 2 he had the Eclipso situation and now he is gone. He is one of the characters that deserve to survive the series. This Justice Society vs Ice People fight was cool. Especially the fight with Wildcat. While the Hourman fight was more strength focused, the Wildcat fight was agility focused.
Run! Stop! This hate. It's what killed your father.
I think the situation with the Ice Grandpa is that he is mostly evil but some good. I would say it is about 85% evil and 15% good. I could be wrong, but for now that is my theory.
Your mom and I talked to Dr. McNider. He told us everything your goggles and suit can do, even the untested programs.
Untested programs?
Beth, you gotta activate combat mode.
Combat mode?
Combat mode activated.
So we get to know more about what the Dr. Midnight suit. I think the diagnostic mode has been the one we have been seeing this season, where it checks the emotions or body damage someone has. The body damage was when he was checking Starman's condition in the hospital. The emotions checks was when Starman was listening to Beth and her parents talk. The combat mode is one we see in the scene, which just helps outfight or outdodge a opponent's attacks. The stealth mode may just be one that decreases the noise the suit makes. The rest of the suit's functions I am not sure about. It would take much more research to go into each fighting style. And I don't want the video to get so long the viewer gets bored. I might release a separate video when the season's over on all fighting style the suit has. Remind me if I forget.
Time changes nearly everything, but the mission and the legend of the Batman lives on.